Ah, yes. Well, I think we have Joshua Net Francis on the line from Good Humans Inc. What's up, Joshua Net?
We are here in Antigua and Barbuda. Today's a good day, Al. Today's a very good day. TCAB came and they were able to donate 2 wheelchairs.
Wow.
I feel like, all of the struggles, trials, and tribulations, days like today make it worth it.
Sounds good. Yeah, and it rained as well, so
It's been raining.
it's still raining.
It's
Okay.
been raining.
Yeah.
I think we've had at least 2 or 3 weeks of consistent rain,
Yeah.
and I'm grateful.
The roads may, be a little more holy now.
Are a bit more holy, so we have to encourage people driving to take their time now, because what's going to happen is
That's not just rain, that's holy water. The roads have been blessed.
oh Lord, you kill me all the time, Alba. How are you doing?
Not too bad, not too good either, but I'm here. Let's see. I had an exam today, and it was raining right before I stayed up all night cramming. I can't remember having to cram for an exam. So, it was that kind of exam. So, yeah, I'll see how I did.
Let's hope that you pass.
I don't know. To fail is like a 4, I think, which is kind of low. I don't know, but who knows?
Oh Lord! But I have been updating the public on the work of Good Humans 268. So just so that if anybody doesn't know who I am, I'm Joshua Francis. I'm the founding president of the nonprofit Good Humans 268 Inc. And everything we do is designed to give individuals with disabilities jobs. We want to get them land, house, cars. We want to change their lives. And today, as I mentioned, it's an example of the reason why we're doing what we're doing. However, we have been issued a cleanup order in John Hughes, and I have not publicly spoken about it because I really don't think it's the public's business. However, last weekend, the Deputy Chief Health Inspector made a statement on it, and now it's my job to ensure everybody and then Granny know that we have been negotiating with the government, and we've actually been trying our very best to get all the contents from John Hughes moved, and the statements made are flawed. They're incorrect, and they're not a true picture of the work that the organization wants to do. And it's also a horrible reflection, and I really call it treason, that someone who works within the Ministry of Health is working against the minister.
Okay, so let's see. So you got a cleanup order?
Yes.
While you're doing cleanup? That's interesting. Okay.
All of the content that we have been able to divert from the landfill are on a land in John Hughes, and the initial plan was that the content would come to us, and we would have been able to move the content in a timely fashion. However, the plan has not been going as planned.
Oh.
I have said that publicly, Al. I think I was on this same radio station in January. I walked the perimeter of Antigua and Barbuda, begging Tom, Dick, Harry, Susie, Sal, everybody, and then Granny for some support, added to the support that I've been asking the government for. And we have gotten support. And to all of the different companies and businesses who've come on board, I really appreciate it. However, what we need, not what we want, what we need is the government support to ensure all the contents that we would have diverted from the landfill can stay out of the landfill. I actually counted the pages in the document that I've written to every single person in the realm of helping us within the Ministry of Health is 232 pages. Emails, letters, meetings, and I have stated on several occasions the organization needs the government support. I am not at war with the government. I still begging them. I'm hoping we can sit down and have a conversation about the way we go forward. John Hughes, 1, we're not in a waterway, so that's a lie. 2, we do not have a landfill, that is a lie. 3, we're not harboring rats or mosquitoes. What we are doing is creating a system that is currently not in Antigua. We're not collecting from schools. We're not collecting from homes. We're not collecting from businesses. I was on the same program, and we spoke about Carnival. We need to change the way we look at waste. Is it fair that our government pays workers overtime to pick up the garbage in town that the march through gave their troopers and put them on the ground? No, that has to change. Is it fair that an event promoter is going to get a skip, throw all the garbage in the skip and send it to the cook? That is not fair. Is it fair that for years, everybody and their granny, they have one blue barrel, throw all the garbage in the blue barrel and it goes to cook? We must begin changing the way we look at waste. And what we did as an organization, we started. It is not perfect. It is far from perfect. However, we started, and what we now need is the expertise of the people who've been doing this for years, the people who go into the degree, the people who say enough. Let us sit on a round table, discuss the way forward, and not get on the airwaves and talk about the things that should be talked about in the bedroom. You know, all people will tell you, when you go any wedding, you know, one advice that they give the bride and the groom is, don't let people into your business. Because once people get into your business, marriage is going to fail.
All right. Yeah. So I was just reading through the notice here, the cleanup order. Yeah. So it says take notice that pursuant to Section 11 of the Litter Act, with regards to the premises situated at John Hughes, you are hereby ordered to remedy the unsightly condition of the above premises by the removal of glass and plastic bottles, bags of items, and other waste material to the authorized landfill or recycle facility. So, is this an accurate description of the area unsightly?
No, it's not.
It's not.
And I would say unsightly is based on whose definition of unsightly.
Okay.
What is on the land in John Hughes, Al, is over 1 million cans, bottles, and glass that we've diverted from the landfill. And our failure has been we have not been able to move the content as fast as we should. However, we have been moving the content. Little by little, we've been moving bags, and last week we were successful in moving 195 bags to Antigua and Barbuda Waste Recycling Corporation. We have another 300 bags in John Hughes to move. However, ABREC, Antigua and Barbuda Waste Recycling Corporation, has said to us, hold off on bringing bags. Last summer, the government gave us workmen, Al, and the workmen came to John Hughes and they said to us they did not want to sort in John Hughes. So we moved thousands of bags. We moved almost 250,000 bottles from John Hughes to ABREC. All the people then tell me they're going to give me the workmen, you're right? And they give me the workmen. They should get there for 7 a.m. and they should leave for 2. Only 1 out of the 4 workmen that I've ever been given has been there for 7. The rest don't come for 7, and they leave at 12 o'clock every day. I am the problem because I go and report that the men are not working. And in this country, it's a norm for people to go to work and not get paid. So much so, don't quote me. I want people to go and listen to the evening news last night that our Prime Minister had to address that. We have too many civil servants not performing. And the Prime Minister's exact words, isn't it their duty to work for their money? And they're going to stop protecting them. So they gave the organization support. The government did. I have written many letters, and I am grateful for the support that they gave us. They gave us $60,000, and the agreement was they gave us money, we give them bottles. However, we moved the bottles, we sorted them incorrectly. We had to restart the bottles, we had to wash the bottles. There has been lots of different trials and tribulations as to why the project has not been going how it's supposed to go. But days like today, and there are plenty days like today, Al, where the organization gets a win that 2 people have 2 wheelchairs. And the reason why I've been showing up to meetings, I've been